Yo, 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 you know what time it is. Another episode of Nothing Nice. We in the building. It's your man JB. I here with my brother Mook Jones, of course. What's up, bro? How you feeling?
What's up? Boy, Mook Jones in the
Yeah.
building.
Yes, sir. And then, yo, we here with a young head, yo. We
Yeah,
here with
what's
a
good,
young
yo?
head
What's
today.
up? What's up?
What's
How
up,
y'all
Junior? How you
doing?
feeling, bro?
I'm glad to be here, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate being here, bro. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Can't wait to get in these hot topics. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
You already know what's up. All right, like you said, let's just hop right into it. Let's start with the Eastern Conference. Let's go ahead and rip the Band-Aid right off.
Let's get it.
Cleveland got
Yeah,
bounced, man. That was tough. That was tough. Yo, Junior, what's up, bro? What'd you see from that series?
bro. I'm not gonna lie, man. It was seeing Donovan Mitchell, carrying the load by himself. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was really just contemplating the rotation. Question. It was very questionable by Kenny Atkinson. I didn't know what was going on. Um, you know, and it was real weird with Garland and Daniil and Evan Mobley sitting out game two. That was crazy to me. I didn't understand what was. I don't know what was in their mindset going into it. After game one, I know Darius Garland was hurt a little bit. Daniil Hunter, had some problems, and Mobley, but like I didn't see any game injuries, so it was really confusing. And then the reports just came out. I was just on my phone checking, and reports came out that all three of them weren't playing game two. I think that's really what swayed the series for me. Was that happening, them losing, in that game too, because you can't lose two at home, man. Like you can't lose two at home, and that's what killed it, I think, for Cleveland. So
Yeah, man, that's big facts. What about you, Mook? What's up, bro?
And they really messing up my takes, man. These guys, like, I had these guys in 7, man. They really disappoint me, man. I just feel sorry for Donovan, man. Like, they had no business blowing game 2. You know, at first, man, I had kind of jumped jumped a little ahead, man, and I was. At one minute I was almost putting the ball up in the James Harden boat, but I had to reassess my thoughts and think about it. Now he ain't quite James Harden,
Glad you did.
but if he keep having these early exits in the playoffs and having these great regular season teams, and come playoff time he can't get it done, he gonna find himself in that James Harden category. I won't put him in there quite yet because his team did let him down with the injuries, and his body was failing him too with the injuries as well. So I'll give him a little break, but this can't happen no more, Donovan Mitchell. Can't have no more early exits in the playoffs, or I will put that James Harden tag on. You on the
Bro,
phone?
that's disrespectful. Like mentioning James Harden and putting a James Harden tag on this man is crazy work. Even thinking it, because first of all, this is the best team Mitchell's had, and with this being the best team that he's ever had in his career, most of the most important guys were hurt. I agree with Junior. Them sitting out game 2, none of them looked like they had to get surgery the next
yeah,
day. So I didn't understand why they were sitting out. Like that was
yeah,
ridiculous to me. And then Kenny Atkinson, that coaching was crazy. Like I'm watching the game, the biggest matchup, like who could take advantage of a matchup? Donovan Mitchell for sure, because he can take
yep.
whoever one on one. But Evan Mobley, I was getting tired of that man shooting threes.
Hmm.
You had him with someone 6'2", 6'4" guarding him, and he's on the perimeter shooting threes. In game 1, when every time he took it into the paint, he was a bucket. They had to foul him.
Yeah,
After that, they went away from it immediately. So
Mm.
what I want to see Evan Mobley hit up KG in the offseason and say, yo, Ticket, Unc, please give me some moves that like they give it to me on the block or on the elbow and I could go cook and go to work. Because I'm tired of seeing that man with all his athleticism, potential, size, shooting threes. I don't want him to turn into Al Horford. That's not helpful.
yeah. I agree completely with that. I really think the problem that majority of them had is, being the one seed, you come in the series playing as a four, you think, okay, we got two at home. Um, I didn't see a sense of urgency watching that game of we got to get these wins. I didn't see a sense of just not preparedness to say, but I mean they did sweep the Heat, so they had a
Right.
lot of rest time, and I didn't see a sense of like we gotta go, like you know what I mean,
Correct.
like on the just
Facts.
offensively, and playoff ball is way different than regular season ball. When we're talking about, I mean, you watch the games now, right now. I know with this Denver and OKC series, they run in the pace, and the Pacers have the best, like they run the no pun intended, but they have the fastest pace offense in the league. They be running fast breaks like
Right.
that. We weren't very productive on the offensive end because we saw a lot of swinging team ball. If you look in this series right now that's going on currently in this game, OKC and this Denver series, it's primarily first option, second option, ISO in, and then everybody else just a corner dude. Or,
Right.
they kick out three, kick out, drive in. Like, it's basically you have time to study these players and things like that and figure out, okay, what's the game plan attacking this person. I didn't see enough of that by the Cavs. I know Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the drop off is insane. He had against this series or postseason in general. He averaged pretty much 30 a game, 29.6, and Garland averaging only 18. That's a far drop off for your number 2 option. And then Mobley 17, Jarrett Allen 13, Jerome 11, Strus, and then we had a bunch of shooting slumps with Jerome. That was crazy. I think, yeah, he had a
I don't know
tough.
whose was more disrespectful, Ty Jerome or Max Strus, because Max Strus sent a message,
Yeah, that message was
trying to
crazy.
copy the 2016 cast, talking about
Yeah,
if you don't believe, don't show up to the game.
and then shot 0
Went
for
out and he
9.
went what 0 for 9.
0 for 9
That
from
was
3.
crazy.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That's
So,
mad work,
yeah.
man. No, yeah, we need a change. Honestly, I think that we should look. So we should see what we could do in order to push Darius Garland, like get him out of Cleveland and bring in a bigger guard because we're small at the 1 and the 2.
True.
Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, with them being our 1 and 2, we're small. Darius Garland can hoop. Do not get me
Yeah,
wrong.
he can hoop.
But I feel like we need someone who's bigger in that guard spot. Because on defense, it becomes a liability. And what we also saw is Jared Allen against the Pacers specifically. Any other team, it will work. But against the Pacers, they couldn't play Jared Allen and Mobley because Jared Allen had happy feet. They would pump fake him. He leaves his feet. They drive, get a layup. Or somebody has to rotate on the drive to make sure they don't get the layup. They kick it out for 3. We're all of a sudden, that 15-point lead, we look up, it becomes 4. And then Indiana takes the lead and they push it. Also, I need Kenny Atkinson to get some kind of feeling in his body. I'm watching Rick Carlisle turn red every game, win or lose. Kenny Atkinson's just over there standing, just like, I don't know. And then he would sit on the bench. I'm like, yo, we can't have that from our head coach. You gotta act like you want to be here.
Yeah. And look, I'm just gonna keep it real too, man. Indiana, man, we talk about Cleveland in the shortcomings they had, but maybe it's that Indiana team. This Indiana team, man, we was joking about it before the playoffs started, and I was like, they my sleeper pick. But this team, man, is a very well put together team. I mean, if you take away from the All-Star break, they've really been the best team in the East, hands down, man. This team has really been the best. Really, they started slow because Halliburton was coming off an injury, so it took him a little while to get back to himself. But since the All-Star break, man, this team been a well-oiled machine, man. And like it's just beautiful to watch, man. I mean, the ball barely hits the floor. And then when Halliburton, it's like he pick his spots, man. It's just like when they need a bucket or when they need somebody to be that leader, like what I was talking about with Houston earlier, they didn't have that guy. But with Indiana, man, they already run a fast-paced offense. The ball hardly ever touch the floor. And then when they do need a bucket, when it gets tough, Halliburton say, look, don't worry about it. I'll quiet the crowd. I'll go do what I got to do. So, man, it's going to be a hard team to beat, man. And like I said, they got Nimhard. They got Nimhard, Turner, Siakam. They got like 4 guys, man, in double figures. And man, it's like you don't know where to stop. And then they got Mandarin coming off the bench and really playing good ball. And Connaughton, he's barely even getting a lot of playing time. But when he comes on the floor, he's doing whatever he want to do and getting to all his spots, man. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
even
really hard
Thomas
to beat this.
Bryant.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard to beat this Indiana team, man. New York or Boston Celtics, man, they got a lot of work cut out for them. If you don't watch out, this Indiana team will embarrass you.
Yeah.
Man, what's crazy though is Cleveland was up, or they had a chance to win the game. Like they were in it to where they could have won in game 1, 2. They won game 4. They won game 3. So 1, 2, 3. Game 4 was just a blowout, and then game 5 as well. Like every game we were in it or had a chance. I'm gonna attribute a lot of that to coaching, honestly, because he dropped the ball with how he decided to run sets for him, how they had him playing, how much intensity he didn't show, and I feel like it translated to the team. The team didn't look like they were hungry for it after a while, and that they were just going through the motions. Like if we win, we win. If we don't, see you next season. Cancun on 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think they should be allowed to go to Cancun with the way that they ended that. So they just gonna have to stay right there at Lake Erie.
Yeah.
Lake Erie on 3.
Like Charles Barkley said, they going to Galveston.
Listen, Lake Erie might be a little worse because you're not going on a cruise ship from Lake
Nah,
Erie.
you ain't going
unless
nowhere.
you're just going
Lake
right
Erie,
across
man.
the lake to Canada.
Come, spin right back around.
Exactly. You hitting that little ferry and you coming right back. You might stop by Detroit or something, but you coming right on back. Yo, all right.
You know what? We just gonna give some Cleveland Brown ticket.
Hey, chill out. Chill out, okay? Shout out
Don't worry,
Shador.
we gonna be good.
Been
We gonna be good. Yeah, he been cooking. Rookie training camp.
Been cooking.
He been cooking.
Don't disrespect the Browns. All right, Coach. So the second game we have in the East, we have Boston trying to show a little fight, a little life since Jason Tatum went down. Man, Jason Tatum, hope you come back soon. Come back fast and healthy.
Prayers out to bro.
Facts. But we got
man. Did you see that conversation he had with his dad?
No, what happened?
They showed the quote that he was just asking his dad, "Why me? Why this had happened to me, Dad?" And it's just like, man, as a father, man, you be like, hey. You want to say the man thing, you built for this, but at that time, man, it was just like, man, that's sad, man. I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate that. Man.
The good thing is it's not the early 2000s to where that's almost like a career ender. You can bounce back from that. You can bounce back from that now. If this is like the early 2000s, the 90s, 80s, it would have been a whole different story. So
Kobe came back in 8 months. Kobe came back in 8 months.
Yeah, low key. Yeah, low key, and that was years 16 to 17.
His role model. That's his role model. Yeah. So hopefully he had that same mentality. Yeah.
And he was on the other side. And he was on the older side. So
yep.
It can be done.
He was like in year 17 when that happened. All right, so what are we looking at with this Boston-New York series? We recorded on a Thursday. What y'all see coming from this? What's up, Junior? Talk to me.
Tomorrow, shoot. I mean, I said Knicks in 6. That was my original thing after game 1. And I even know JT was going to get her, obviously. But, the Knicks got to come in with some. They got to come in out the gate. I think this game's going to get determined probably by just the first either 5 to 8 minutes of the first quarter. Just energy-wise, I mean, we know that they could come back from, a 20-point deficit. They've done it twice already. But, they gotta show up because this Celtics team, like they down a little bit. They missing their best player, but, they still got studs on that team. That roster's still nasty. It's still real deep in depth and stuff like that. And you can pretty much any of these role player guys that they had during the regular season can all come out and one of them would drop 30. Pritchard, you got Derek White who did it. It wasn't even Jaylen Brown who had the best game, but he was facilitating, kicking it out. And that's what I think really won them this last game on Wednesday, yesterday. because just the media in general and everybody was talking about how the Celtics settle for threes, and they're shooting the most threes in NBA history. In the first 2 games, they shot 25% from three. Just overall 25% from three, which is they've never ever done that ever, and that's an NBA record for just lowest 3-point percent. It was insane, but they were jacking
Yeah,
them
that's
up.
wild.
But the concept of settling for threes is something that they changed the narrative of this last game. And I think that's why they won it. And the Knicks weren't prepared for that because they had gone in, they going shoot or shoot. And they really reduced and they changed their shot selection to where the defense had to be more decisive, and they didn't come prepared for that. So I think that's really what won them last game, and hopefully the Knicks, can come out swinging. I need Cat to show up. Mikal Bridges got to show up. And I think I don't know. Whenever Jalen Brunson has a decent game, even though he's not dropping 30, when you have Mikal Bridges pulling mid ranges like he was in game 4,
Yeah.
just like that, and even though they're away, he was just pulling up. Like they would just give him the opportunity to pull up. If you get OG averaging getting 15, that's all you really need. That starters, you need them to get between 10 to 15 points, and JB take over the game in the fourth quarter. I think I think that can win them the game. So yeah,
Okay.
I think it
Okay.
can.
Mook, what's up, bro? What you think?
Man, you make a lot of interesting points, Junior. I'm just say this, man. We've been watching this series, and the thing about this series that I've been noticing in every game, I'm gonna be paying real close attention to who wins the third quarter. The third quarter has been the most crucial quarter in this series. If you go back to look at every single game, the third quarter is the most significant quarter of this game. Mostly, whoever wins that third quarter wins this game. Um, you know, Junior did a phenomenal job, pretty much highlight who all the guys need to be, all the horses need to be for each team.
Yeah.
My mindset coming into this game from the New York Knicks, Jaylen Brown, if you go score 50, kudos to you. You win this game. I'm not letting Derrick White beat me. I'm not letting Harford beat me. I'm darn sure not letting that Connaughton come in and wreck shop like he did in game 5. Was that game 5, I think. And no, I'm not letting Drew Holiday turn back the clock. If you score 50 and beat me, Jaylen Brown, you deserve it. I'm not letting nobody else beat me. For Porzingis, I'm sorry. Nobody else can beat me. Brown, you have to earn this $300 million that you get. Let's see what you about. Let's go see what that $300 million about. Because ain't nobody else beating me. And how I look at it, if the Knicks keep this game close, Brooklyn gonna bring them home.
Yep.
But the only way I see Boston win is Boston blow them out. So I see if it's either close and Knicks win, or it's a blowout and the Celtics take. Because I don't see it. It's going to be one or two ways. Because this series has been real crazy like that.
No, I rock with what both of you all are saying. I actually picked the Knicks in 5.
Okay.
However, with this, I mean, I could definitely see Jaylen Brown has something to prove still, which is kind of wild. He's been an All-Star. He's been All NBA before. He has a Finals MVP, the Eastern Conference MVP when they did that. But he still has something to prove because what I've been seeing online, just with different people's shows and different sports shows, period, they're saying, they still want to give a lot of the respect, and deservedly so, to Tatum. But then when you look at Brown, he's still like an afterthought. They still think of him like a Robin instead of like a 1 and 1A type situation. So Brown has something to prove. As a matter of fact, I saw some guys talking about if they would have lost the other night, would that show that Brown is overrated? Like they're immediately going to that, like realizing that Brown's put in a horrible situation where they're already down 3-1, morale is down, and you basically have to overcome this New York team that's putting foots every time they see you. Like no lead is safe. But just going from that to him hooping and him being like, I don't have to score 50. I know the attention is going to be on me. So with the attention on me, I'm going to use that to my advantage. And when they try to collapse on me or double, I'm not going to be able to kick it out to my guys and trust them. And for
Right.
some reason, it's playing bigger than it did when Tatum was in the lineup and everybody was jacking up threes or just standing and watching. So I think Brown still has more to prove. So I could see a world where the Celtics go out and win this game. However, I picked Knicks in 5. I think they'll win the series. Plus, Indiana's getting rest right now. You don't want Indiana to get any more rest.
Yeah, they
And
gotta
New
end
York
this.
has to be careful with how they're playing these games because they keep having to come back to win instead of taking care of business from start to end. New York needs to go out there and just off the jump, we're winning this game. From the tip to the end, we're winning this game, and there's nothing that Boston can do about it because they haven't had a convincing win, I believe, in this second round. So they definitely need to do that so they can get ready for Indiana because this doesn't need to go 7. If this
Yeah.
ends up going 7, then I can see confidence going left because we already know Cat can play big, but Cat can play small at the same time, and you don't need that for him.
He tend to
So,
play with his food.
I don't know. Say it again, bro.
He tend to play with his food from time to time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That man is what 7'1". He's quote unquote the best big man shooter in the history of the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'll see him just shrink. You will see him shrink, and you'll be like, bro, like, how is this happening right now? Who's guarding you? Like Al Horford, as good as he is, should never have Cat in shambles. Should never have Cat in
Giannis in
shambles.
shambles. Yeah, Giannis in shambles. In the
Man,
playoffs a
well,
couple years
they
ago.
built a wall for Giannis, and Giannis can't shoot like that. So they
Yeah.
built a wall for Giannis. So
True.
it's like, okay, I can understand what they did as a defensive scheme. Cat, you can score on all 3 levels. Figure it out.
Yeah. But I agree with you so much on that, JB, because, just thinking about Thibodeau, coaching the Knicks, how he's, heavily perceived by the media, playing his starters all
Right.
minutes of the game. I think in that one of those overtime games, I think it was that first overtime game, Mikal played 51 minutes. Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's wild.
And how, he don't have a deep bench. The Pacers, they have a deep bench, they have depth. Like the Celtics, similar to the Celtics, and how the Celtics, even if they do lose a series, they could be the downfall because they're going to wear them out. They're not gonna have much rest time. I'm not sure when Eastern Conference Finals games start off, but I'm
When
sure
New
they're
York's
not gonna have.
playing,
Yeah, so I mean, they're gonna get like
Indiana's
what
like, we
2 days
waiting
of
on y'all.
rest. Yeah, they're gonna get like 2 days, 3 days of rest probably. So that might be their downfall. So they gotta end it tonight or tomorrow. Sorry.
No,
They're gonna see in the series.
It's crucial. It's crucial for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop over to the West real quick. So we have the Timberwolves. They put the Warriors away in 5. Steph goes down, and that was all she wrote. Mook, what's up, bro? What you see out of that series that they gonna carry into the next one?
How about we just give a hand clap to old Rudy Gobert, man? Let's give it up for Rudy, man.
Bro, get Rudy Gobert out of here.
I know we want to
Boo!
Nah, he gets hate. He gets hate, but he was
Rudy
balling.
is on a revenge tour. This is Rudy revenge tour. This playoff series. People say what they want about Rudy. Rudy been playing some darn good basketball. You say what you want, but his plus minus is amazing when he's on the floor. It's hard to get bucket when Rudy is on the floor. If you look at this game, you look at this Golden State series, when he's on the floor, Jimmy Butler is not aggressive, for sure. He's neutralized Jimmy Butler. People keep talking about, what's wrong with Jimmy? Gobert is what's wrong with Jimmy. Gobert wasn't last year. I'm just saying, we got to give Rudy his respect. And I know y'all thought I was going to go to angle of Anthony Edwards, which he deserved all the accolades and stuff. But, man, my playoff for them, man, my MVP for them has been Rudy Gobert, man. It ain't just about the point. You got to watch the game that's being played. The dude is
Mm-hmm.
playing phenomenal basketball, man. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go towards Rudy, man. He's having a revenge tour this year. So man, watch out for them Minnesota Timberwolves, man.
All right.
He's
Cool.
tough, man.
Julia, go ahead and go, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. He's the most hated player in the NBA. I know they put Tyrese Halliburton on the most overrated, and I'm pretty sure Rudy probably would have been up there maybe a couple years ago with the
He was
COVID
on the
stuff and all
list.
that stuff. Yeah, he was on the list. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, he is a cone though. Not gonna lie, you put him on ISO, he a cone. But he's elite when it go down to that block. I give credit, Minnesota did their thing. Not gonna lie. I think this series with Steph, they at least will push them to Game 7, probably, possibly, for sure, Game
Yeah.
6. But you know, Ant did his thing. It's crazy. Both, I'm pretty sure I saw a statistic that when Anthony Edwards has over 8 assists or average 8 assists a game, they're undefeated. So and the crazy part is, he wasn't even the best player this game. Even both closeout games in this year against the Lakers,
Mm-hmm.
he only had 15. He shot 0 for 11 from three, but he had 12 assists, 7 boards, or eight rebounds. Sorry, 11 rebounds, 8 boards, and then this game yesterday he had 12 assists and 7 boards. So he had 22, but he didn't start going till the second half.
Yeah.
And Conley was carrying that three ball out, bringing people out, and he could drive in and stuff like that. So it's they're really playing team basketball. I love it. Only problem for me is that game last night would have been over way earlier if they could just reduce the turnovers, like take care of the ball. I saw
Yeah.
it was lackadaisical. Like, it was sad. Like, watching them turn it looked like a circus out there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, a couple sequences I saw, just Golden State, both teams, Golden State and the Timberwolves. I'm sure you could pull some clips on the internet, and just it's crazy. Just lack of care for the ball and protecting it. I think they had 10 turnovers, at least 10 turnovers in the first half. So you can't be doing that, especially you going up against the Pacers who capitalize on fastest pace in the NBA,
Right.
or capitalizing on that type of stuff.
No, that's big facts. And as a
And
matter of fact, the way that the Warriors beat the Rockets was they stopped turning the ball over.
mm-hmm.
Because whenever they lost to the Rockets, they were turning the ball over. They're a turnover machine. But they stopped doing that, and that's how they ended up beating the Rockets plus Steph. I think if Steph was playing in this series could have gone 7.
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
the Warriors would have just won in 6. Because, man, a lot of those games were close going down the stretch. And I'm shocked that they
Absolutely.
were going down the stretch.
Um,
Steph would have taken that, and Steph would have had. They don't have a Ben Thompson
yeah,
on
they
the
don't have one.
Timberwolves.
I mean, they
Yeah,
got Jaden
so Steph
McDaniels.
would
He's
have
the
been
closest
living
thing
his
to it.
best life.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Maybe
Rudy Gobert
not.
would have been on the bench.
True.
I'm
True.
can
Yeah.
I say one thing?
Go ahead, bro.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Steve Kerr, your
Mhm.
time is almost
Kaminga.
up.
Yeah.
Your time is almost up because you did that crap to Tatum, and now you're doing it to Kaminga. And Kaminga been the best player in this series.
Who?
If you would have played Kaminga in Series 1, you probably would. Steph probably wouldn't have the hamstring injury because he probably wouldn't have had to go to Game 7 against Houston.
Workload.
If he would have played
Yeah.
Kaminga, they probably could have got out of that series a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr is not good at young talent.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr benefited off of what the foundation that Mark Jackson already laid. He was able to walk into that where the guys already had extreme confidence and they believed in themselves because of what Mark Jackson already did. So then it was just like, okay, now let's just enhance it a little bit enough to win. Like, that's literally what happened. Because we can't really say, like, what young, fresh NBA talent Steve Kerr took and maximized it. Like, they had, what was his name? James Wiseman, who came in there. Killed
Yeah.
his confidence. Kaminga in that first series and most of the year, by the way that they treated him. Killed his confidence. Like Steve Kerr doesn't do good with young guys. Halliburton didn't get clocked in the Olympics.
He was hurt.
Tatum did not
He
get
was coming off
clocked in
injury.
the Olympics.
He was coming off injury though.
Who?
Halliburton.
Tyrese.
Yeah, he was coming off injury.
He wasn't so injured that he didn't get to keep his spot and go. Because remember,
I'm saying,
Kawhi
though,
was also coming off an injury, and they dropped Kawhi. They had a chance. They could have put Kyrie into that spot. They could have put Kyrie into that spot. Like, there's other guys that they could have put in that spot.
Yeah, but some of that stuff happened for political reasons. We know about Jaylen Brown and all that stuff. How he got snubbed. He got Finals MVP.
Yeah.
And Kyrie. I think it had to do with Nike.
That was
for sure.
That was bull crap. But let me say this about Steph. Let me say this about Steve Kerr. He is Belichick without Brady. Without Steph Curry, I really doubt him as a coach. Because we seen him, he was not able really to do nothing. He was just throwing players out there hoping for magic. He really didn't have a game plan.
Low key.
It's like his whole philosophy is Steph Curry.
Doc Rivers.
It's crazy. It's crazy. He's Belichick. He's Belichick without Brady. That's how bad he looking.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of fair because I don't think if we threw Steve Kerr and we said, all right, go fix the Wizards would still be 15 and forever. So I'm with you on that one.
Look, he'll probably bench the best player. Help him on the bench.
Low key.
If and Draymond Green, he don't know how to evaluate him.
Low key. I don't disagree with any of that. I do not disagree with it. Because Steph goes out, they look like, they had no hope. And like Jimmy Butler, they had it was really Kuminga. Kuminga was a one-man show for the most part.
No.
It was, let me go get a bucket.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all. You can't be, I don't even know what to say. I know it's definitely coaching problem, but also front office stuff. Kuminga is going to be, I believe, a restricted free agent in this offseason. So, what happened last season with him not getting paid, like all the other rookies with the extension and stuff like that. I think that's one of the reasons why, and he had a lack of motivation, because they didn't believe in him enough, I guess. But he was the only player in that series that can go get a bucket on his own, and really like young talent wise for sure. And you gotta another reason why I think Steph, got that. I ran track in high school, and I got plenty of hamstring injuries. It's overworking. You're getting overworked.
Yep.
And if you had, maybe someone that's more ball dominant, like Kuminga coming in the game, even if Curry can't play with him, maybe put Kuminga in for like 5 minutes, see what he can do. And then if it doesn't work out, then take him out. But if you're trying to win, you gotta look through all your possibilities of what can help you to win. And not because of ego, and you can't have all these. If you're trying to win, if you're a winner like Steve Kerr, a Hall of Fame head coach, you have to be able to, when the time gets tough and you don't have the best roster height wise advantages, you have fast paced offense. You gotta find somebody that got a motor on them, like a Russell Westbrook kind of motor, and Kuminga got that motor. So
Jay, you're exactly right with that, bro. I agree with all that. If I'm Kuminga at the end of this year, or if they keep him and he's at the end of next year, I'm trying to get out.
Yeah.
He's too talented. He's young and he's too talented to be trapped there and get his confidence killed.
Yeah.
Like, this man is literally destroying his confidence by being like, hey, you're not playing the next X amount of games. Hey, you're not playing in this playoff series. I don't believe in you in this one. But then when all the chips are down there, it's time to really do something that steps out. Now you want to give me the rock?
Yeah.
Bro, we good. I'll go somewhere where I can hoop, frill, and grow.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, he's gonna watch all his peers who are in that same age range get increasingly better, and he's gonna be out on his way overseas.
Yep.
Yeah. Where y'all stay if they give me $100 million?
Yeah. So that I mean, I think it was like 120 or something that he wanted more. Something like
Yeah,
that.
100 million in this NBA is nothing.
Yeah, it's
But
nothing
I'm
now.
saying though,
People get
it gotta be somewhere in that range.
yeah.
Yeah, it got to be in that
Um,
150, that
Because you already
150
gonna
range.
cost me money. You already
true.
gonna bump my stock down by benching
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
for a whole playoff series, and then you didn't play me
Now
in the final.
for him, I'm really grateful that Kerr did play him eventually. Because for me, like me in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, if I'm him, this is a showcase for other teams to see me how well I can perform. Even
Yeah.
in playoff basketball, because it's more intense than just casual regular season NBA. So this was basically just a showcase of Jonathan Kuminga displaying his skills, his talent, and what he can bring to a franchise, and help him out and potentially get the keys. I don't know where he could land if the Warrior him and the Warriors
Orlando.
don't come to an agreement. That would be tough. But
Orlando.
what's he play? He played the 4, the 3, 4. What does he play?
The 3.
Okay,
You know what?
yeah.
You know
But
what?
then he got to take Wagner. I don't know about that. The Wagner brothers, they not gonna like that. He don't
How
want him
about
to come
this?
off the bench.
So, you're not Giannis. You don't get to make that call.
Yeah,
AJB
true.
Jr. AJB and Jr. How about you get rid of Dylan Brooks and bring in Kuminga?
Yeah, I was thinking about Rockets. I was thinking about that. Dylan Brooks ain't playing bad though. I wouldn't trade him or nothing. But they would have to
Don't
give something
nobody
up.
like
I don't think
Dylan
it.
Brooks.
Yeah, but because they could do a signing trade. I don't know. I think he's gonna opt out or whatever. Like, not just.
Okay, so
I don't think he wants anything
here's
to
what
do
I'm
with them.
hearing though.
What are his options?
Yeah, because here's the only thing I'm hearing about Houston. Houston's trying because
They want KD.
and we'll talk about this a little later. Houston's trying to get either KD or Giannis low key.
They're not gonna get
So
Giannis.
they're
There's
not
no
even
way.
looking for Kuminga.
I don't think they're gonna get Giannis. They don't need.
There is a
They
way.
not.
Hold on 1 minute
There's
though.
no.
Hold on 1 minute. This
I think
What's
came
up?
from the
Spurs gonna
front
take him.
What's
office.
up?
They gotta pick him up.
This came from the front office for Houston. They said if they get somebody, they want to get somebody that's young enough to grow with the team. They said
Right.
when they get somebody, that's why I said Kuminga is young. And he's got the ability
Okay.
to go and put up 30 in the playoffs. Kuminga would be a
Yeah.
perfect fit because Jalen Green is not
That
the answer.
sounds good.
Jalen
Yeah.
Green is not the answer. And then you got Amir Thompson at the 2. Kuminga will be a good fit. And he's young enough to grow with the core that they have. They don't want to get this is what they said from the front office. They don't want to get somebody that's older. They want to get somebody that's young enough, dominant enough to grow with the team that they already with their young core. That's what the
That's
came from
not
the
bad
front
at
office.
all.
See, that sounds good, and I like that. However, they still need the guy. That's what the Rockets
True.
obviously missed in this playoffs. When it's time to at the end of the game, in the fourth quarter, it's a tight game, 5 points either way. We need to give you the ball and you go. What it was this year was give Fred the last shot and let Fred shoot some threes, and hopefully that's gonna be enough to carry us. And that wasn't.
Yeah.
They need someone who they can get the ball to and say, "Hey, we all standing in the corner. Go cook. Do your thing."
I feel you.
So they would need to
Absolutely.
go get a Giannis or go get a KD,
I feel
and they
you what
got the
you're
pieces
saying,
to get
but
them.
if they get a big guard, if they get a big small forward like Kuminga, they can keep Fred, which is a smaller guard. They would match up a little bit better. Because I do believe that Fred provides a lot of leadership, and he's tough and he's scrappy. And he don't shy away
I
from
don't
the
know
big
if that's
one.
gonna work though. I don't know if it's gonna work if they get. I mean, I don't think that could be possible because I just looked it up. His draft class they be paying a lot, like paying contract wise. They're gonna be wanting the same stuff, or not same things, but just contract wise yearly. You're gonna have to be paying Jalen Green, Sengun, and Kuminga in the same year. I don't know how.
You ain't
I don't
paying
know about
Jalen
the
Green.
cap and stuff like that. Okay, you
Green
let
just
go of
got paid.
Jalen Green.
Green and
Well,
Segun got paid.
yeah,
Green
that's what.
took a pay cut.
Yeah, that's true. And because he ain't a contract, he getting an extension. So actually, that might make
Yeah,
sense. I thought it was like matched up because they were, but I forgot they didn't
I like
extend them or
Kuminga.
nothing.
I like
Yeah,
Kuminga in
Kaminga's
Houston.
tough. He tough.
I feel like he's a Udoka type player.
I agree.
And
I
his
agree.
cooking,
But
and
I
his
doubt
cooking can
Houston's gonna do anything with the Warriors. I doubt Houston and the Warriors are gonna do any business together because the Warriors bullied them too many times. I think he's gonna end up in the Eastern Conference, which will leave him for like an Orlando team. I could see him going to Milwaukee.
You know, I
I
could
could
see him go
see
to the Heat, man, because they
I could see that.
like not
Like him
even
and Tyler
just not
Hero.
even trying to be
Yeah,
contenders, but just trying to get better. Like they're a dying
Like,
yeah,
franchise right now. They need a guy to get better, and they're primarily young. I mean, you still got Bam, you still got Tyler Hero. Like
yeah.
I don't think that's a bad landing spot for him. Anyway, like just you know,
like
so
No, I do like that. I do like that. But man, just looking ahead for this series with Minnesota, whoever they have next, because they're still playing OKC and Denver. They're still playing. It's a tight game right now. But whoever Minnesota has next, I don't know if they're gonna have it. I don't know if they have it. I know that they're allegedly a matchup problem for Denver, but we're gonna have to see that one. So let's talk about Denver and OKC real quick.
Jokic the best player in the world.
You said joking.
Jokic the
Listen,
best player in the
that
world, man.
unathletic for all the kids out there who say Larry Bird, he wasn't athletic, or these guys in like the 80s or 70s, they're not athletic. How would they be able to play today? Jokic is cooking everything in front of him right now.
If you
He's
got Jokic,
cooking
you got a chance.
everything. It's not about athleticism if you could just hoop, because
If
Jokic is cooking.
look, if you got Jokic, you got a chance. I'm not betting against Jokic, bro, because this OKC team is clearly better than Denver. Clearly, it ain't
Yeah,
even close. It's Jokic, bro.
yeah, talent wise, absolutely.
This Jokic. This dude is the best player in the world, bro. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what statistics you got. Comparing to SGA as the MVP, which he deserves it. He deserved it last year. Kudos to SGA. Jokic is the best player in the world, man. I said they had no business. They really had no business beating the Clippers because they don't got a big. Let's just be real. Porter has not been playing good. The only person they got coming off the bench is Westbrook, and he's not even a shooter, and he's on the back end of his career. Man, it's Jokic, bro. Like, you
yeah.
cannot count this dude out, bro. He's the best player in the world, and you can't bet against him. It's like LeBron when he was going to them 10 NBA finals, man. You knew he was a sure ticket to get there. I ain't seen nothing dominant since that. This dude, man, is the truth, bro. Like, you can't even...
He is.
Real quick on Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. better get his stuff together. He's gonna be learning Chinese or learning Italian, because that man there is playing horrible. That man playing 25, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 0 points, 3.
It's crazy.
Oh,
It's
bruh.
crazy. It's
And
crazy.
he's throwing up those shots.
He
He's
got 10
throwing up
right
those
now.
shots and hitting the
He
front of
hooping
the
a little
rim.
bit.
That's crazy.
He hooping a little bit right
I
now.
still
He
got
got
faith
10.
in
He got
Porter,
10.
though, man. I still got
Man,
faith in Porter.
Michael Porter Jr. is 6'10". That man,
Hey, he's working
that man
though.
is not.
He's getting better. I've been seeing him grabbing a little bit more rebounds, and he, putting a little bit more effort, grab some rebounds. I've been on the sports bet, and I'll be seeing them things at like 2.5, and be like, bro, come on, man, you gotta work on that a little bit.
Look,
If it's
they go
Michael
farther.
Porter Jr. in the sports bet, I'm gonna be like, nah, I'll
I'm like,
pass
it's
on
not
that
that
one.
hard.
Who's
Just go
next on
up
the
and just
sheet?
grab that thing, bro. Like it's not that hard.
Hey,
He's
if
6'10".
they go far in the playoffs, they're gonna need Michael Porter, man. Michael Porter,
They
Yeah,
will.
they will.
they're gonna
That's why
need
he got to
Michael
show
Porter.
up. He can't be on max juice timing.
Yeah. I think he's going through something personal, bro. He just seems like he be checked out sometimes, man. I wonder, like,
I mean,
I'm seeing people
his
business
brothers
personally.
his brothers have done some wild things to
Yeah.
where I can definitely get
It
that.
just seems
Yeah.
like, it just seems like sometimes you watch the game, it's like mentally he ain't there. It's like I'm thinking of player, it's like, man, it's like something. His mind ain't on basketball sometimes.
Mook, he is hurt a little
It's
bit
just
though.
like,
He got shoulder problems. He
Man, if you
injured on
that hurt,
shoulders,
sit
right
down.
shoulder.
If you shooting wide open threes and hitting the front of the rim, and you that hurt, hey, bro, we got all this available seats for you. Pick a seat. You can have anyone you want. You the OG. You got this. Rookie, stand up. He's gonna sit here because bro, you wide open. You and God in crunch time, and you hit the front of the rim.
Dog,
And I mean,
is
just
crazy.
crazy. I'm like, bro, what's happening? I mean, I'm watching this game. I'm like, okay, who was it? Joker hit that tough three, boom. Then
Ooh, that was tough. That spin around.
SGA came back, he hit that
He
three.
hit
Wow.
that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Porter Jr., your turn. Womp womp. Bro, at least hit the back of the rim. The
Yeah, you
backboard
got.
is something.
It's
Give the
crazy.
guys a chance.
It's crazy. Like right now, Denver has the lead. It's 97-86.
86.
I
Yeah, I
think
got the
Denver
game
gonna pull
on my
this.
monitor right now. I'm watching.
Yeah, I
They
think Denver
showing
gonna
up.
pull
They
this one
showing
down.
up. Yeah, they
But
switching the rotation a little bit. Yeah.
like I said, I think I'm calling it right now. The winner of this series wins the NBA championship.
Of this
You
series,
calling it?
I'm calling it. The winner of this series wins the NBA championship.
I can't argue. We
Okay,
gotta see how
so
Knicks are. We
let's
gotta see
talk
how
let's talk
Knicks.
about it
We
real
gotta see
quick.
how Knicks.
Because we have a chance for either Ant, Brunson, Halliburton, SGA. They all have a chance to get their first ring, and they're young.
Yep.
So you don't think any of them are gonna get that ring? Out of the four of them, who's the most likely to win the championship? If you have to go to Vegas right now and put some bread on it, out of those four, who you putting your
I
money
gotta
on
see that
to
in
get
this
the ring
game.
this year?
If what's it called win, if Denver wins, I might have to give it to Denver. If they win this game, they gotta pull it out though. I don't
Because that
know.
means they got to go win Game 7 at OKC still.
Yeah, but I think they could do it. I mean, they know what's on the line. They know what's on the line. I don't know. I probably still put my money on the Thunder though. Right now, we gonna have to see. It's really Game 7. Like just like Mook said, I don't know. It's a high chance. Whoever wins this series, it's a high percentage chance, man. I don't know. Just based off of Minnesota, that last game, that killed my confidence for them. Like real talk. I don't that they had 20
Really?
turnovers overall. That's unacceptable. You can't have that. 20 turnovers in a game.
Yeah, that's insane. That's
And
insane.
then Knicks and Pacers. I really don't think if the Pacers match up against Denver, I don't think anybody can guard Jokic. People were saying that Jokic, couldn't get guarded or was unstoppable to guard. OKC's been doing a pretty good job on him. I would say
They've been throwing big
neutralizing
bodies
him.
at
They haven't. He's still hard to stop, almost impossible to stop. But they're,
but it's
shot.
difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult. They're making it hard on him. Just with Hartenstein, he's doing a great job. Chet Holmgren is the only one they trying to get it on the ISO.
Difficult.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you this.
Great point.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I don't even remember what I was saying. You got it.
No, I was just saying. I'll tell you this. I don't know everything, but I know that the best player in the NBA is in this series.
Mm-hmm.
The most dominant. I'm telling you right now. If OKC win this series, they gentlemen sweep whoever they meet in the next round. I'm telling you that right now.
So you saying Minnesota?
Okay.
You saying they sweep in Minnesota? I don't think ain't gonna let that happen. I don't know about sweep.
Yeah, I can see
Ain't gonna
that.
let him sweep them. You ain't gonna let him get a sweep.
Right now.
I'll say
Rudy
5 or 6
Gobert-
games.
Rudy Gobert is going to be unplayable in the next series. You said it yourself. What do you? He's a cone out there, bro.
He is.
But you still have Nas Reed and Julius Randle has been hooping.
But you can't can't get one game. They can't get one game.
Julius Randle's been hooping. And you know what? And you know what we need? You know what? I kind of want to see. And I'm cool with whoever goes to the finals at this point, minus Indiana. I hope they don't do anything great in life. However, just for the Timberwolves, I wouldn't mind seeing the Timberwolves versus the Knicks, and then we're gonna see who really won that trade between Cat and Randall.
That'd be crazy.
I mean, I think the Timberwolves already won it. I think the Timberwolves already won the trade, but I don't know.
If the Knicks win the championship with Cat and Cat hoops, it's gonna.
I still think team-wise. I don't know.
E-Man called this months before it happened. Called that trade months before it happened, man. But I don't know, man. I kind of want to see that so we can see, because then Randall and Cat, they're gonna have to guard each other, and I feel like they would take that both, personal. More so Randall, because Randall has that dog in him. Cat, has that cat.
Jokic winning his second championship. Jokic winning his championship. I'm
No,
telling
you
you right
should see
now.
it. See, he just hit that crazy three. It's now I saw it going off.
Jokic gonna win his second championship, bro.
Do we need to go to Vegas so we can put some money on it?
Shoot.
I'm just saying, bro. This dude is
Second
bro.
chip loading?
Jokic is one of the most dominant players I've ever seen really since Shaq. I know people think I'm outrageous with this.
No,
He
you're
just
not
don't look
wrong.
like Shaq.
I agree.
He just
Yeah,
don't
he
do
just
it
don't
like
look
Shaq.
like he played a different
He's the
way.
most dominant player since Shaq that I've seen. Like,
Dominance
other
was,
than
What's
yeah.
funny about Jokic is, like, he does stuff, and it's like if you ever hooped with someone who's like super overweight but can hoop, but is also like super chill. That's what Jokic reminds me of. Like
Mm.
he'll have two people on him, he'll catch the ball and just throw it up high, and it's gonna be nothing but net three. And
Yeah.
then he goes down court like, okay, look, come on guys, let's play some defense. And it's like, yo, he is way too chill. Because
Yeah.
most dudes, you do that, you like, yeah, talk your stuff. Like you gonna be at this like somewhere between Ant and Halliburton, but he just be like, you know, you shoot the ball.
Jokic
It
to
goes
me
in.
is like he like just one of them fathers just working 9 to 5. Like he just treat the NBA just strictly as 9 to 5. I know NBA players like have it as a lifestyle, but you know he got another life. He foreign inside with Siberia or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
he really treats it like a 9 to 5. He don't care anything about basketball afterwards. He trying to go back home to fam and stuff like that, race his horses and stuff. So
Bro, that's crazy.
yeah,
Yo, man, I don't salute to him.
Also, I'm gonna give shout outs to Eric Gordon, man. You can tell he working on
yeah.
his game. That shot.
Oh, Aaron Gordon is hooping.
I like
Aaron
Eric.
Gordon is
Look,
hooping.
Hey,
I will have Eric Gordon on my team any day of the week.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon is hooping fast.
yeah, he
don't
working.
complain.
Big
He's
facts.
not a diva. Punch straight baller, man. Like, bro.
Honestly, Aaron Gordon is like the blueprint for guys who are like super athletic. Because that's really what he came into the league for. Because he was just like crazy athletic more than everybody else. But he took that and turned it and just went from there and like, let me develop a skill set.
Yeah,
Let me learn how to put the ball on the floor for real.
he's
Let me
definitely
hit that
elevated.
3-point shot like if I'm spotting up. So salute to Aaron Gordon for that.
Yeah,
You know what though?
He is spending his game.
When you think back and you talk about the dunker position, it should be a picture of Aaron Gordon, because he truly made that play, that position on the court. You think of Aaron Gordon. Anytime you think about a player in the dunker position, you think about Aaron Gordon. He's made that. That's a championship staple right there. Like, when you think about that position and that doing that in the game, you think about Aaron Gordon. So shouts out to Aaron Gordon. And to take his game out and advance it to the 3-point line, like big shot after big shot, man. Dude playing great ball, man. I got to give it up to Aaron Gordon. And we all
he
know
doing
what
this for
Murray
his
is.
brother.
Murray, he's one of those type players, man. As the game gets tougher, the more and more he opens up and he gets more relaxed. So this Denver team gonna be a hard team to beat, man. I'm telling you. Whoever wins
I
this
agree.
series, whoever wins this series go on to win the championship. You heard it here first. Nothing nice. Mook John.
That's yet to be seen. But okay, so real quick. So the lottery was earlier this week. We saw
rigged,
Dallas got the number one
It's rigged.
pick.
It's rigged,
Dallas
bro.
got that number one pick. Now
That's
we've seen it
rigged.
happen before. Chicago had low eyes, they got Derrick Rose. Orlando had low eyes and they got Penny.
Cleveland
So it's happened before. But Dallas, they gave up Luka and they get the number one pick. They already said they're keeping Cooper Flag.
As
Number
they
two,
should. As they should.
yeah, San Antonio, they got the number 2 pick. San Antonio, they're not giving up that pick. They'll probably go get like an Ace Bailey or Harper or one of those guys who's super tough. Watch out for San Antonio next year. Texas is gonna be crazy. Like when teams have to make that road trip through Texas, it's gonna be nothing to sleep. You're not gonna have no fun. Yo, okay, so we have the Rockets with that 10th pick. I think they need to go ahead and package that and go get Giannis.
With Jalen Green or something.
Jalen Green, that 10th pick, the pick next year from the Suns, and and maybe like Cam Whitmore and
Jabari
whatever
Smith.
else,
They
and go
might
get
move on from
Giannis.
Jabari. Actually, no, they're gonna keep Jabari. They're gonna keep Jabari. That's his position though, so I don't know. I
Listen,
don't
let him come
know.
off the bench.
You think the Spurs gonna draft
Go
Ace
get.
Bailey? I don't think that's gonna happen. They got Stephon Castle and De'Aaron. They don't need a guard. I think they're gonna package it to get Giannis. They
You
don't
think the
got
Spurs will?
yeah. I don't think the Rockets need. I don't think they're trying to get Giannis. I think they trying to pursue Kevin Durant, KD. Um, I think the Spurs. That's who they going after. Because they just imagine that backcourt, man. That's like David Robinson and Tim Duncan.
And
It's
Tim
like way
Duncan all
better.
over again.
Like just way better though. Like just potential wise. Oh my god. You have two of the best defenders in the NBA. Like you know, front court.
No, it's gonna be tough to score on them for sure.
That's
I
that
got
is not
credible
like
sources.
insane.
I got credible sources that tells me Giannis don't want to go to the West. He want to stay in the East.
Why?
That ain't gonna work though. Oh, because it's
Why?
tougher. It's
sources-
tougher, probably.
Giannis will have nothing. Giannis will have no fears, no trouble in the West. Who's guarding him?
That's what my sources told me. Giannis don't want to go to the West. He want to stay in the East. I don't know why.
Your sources have lied.
I don't know why, but my sources told me.
So
He wanna
if
stay
he
in
going
the
to the East, who he gonna go? Where he gonna go? I'm trying to
That's what
think.
my sources told me. He don't want
Where
to go
could
to the
he go?
West.
There's no East team has a lot of assets. Who has a bunch of assets?
And no one in the East, like Milwaukee's not giving them to an Eastern Conference team. That's not happening.
Nah,
All the
there's
assets,
no
like
way.
Junior just said, are in the West. You can send him to.
Who has
You can
assets?
send him to San Antonio. You can send him to Houston. Maybe the Warriors if they send Kuminga with like their next 3 years worth of picks or something like that. But he's not gonna stay in the East.
No team has assets like that except for the Nets. He's not going to the Nets. He's not going to Sixers. He's not going to Charlotte. Like there's no team in the East that has assets to move him anyway. So how you gonna go to the? If he wants to go there, he ain't going. And no team has assets enough to go get him and him be a contender. If he trying to win. Mook, he trying to win. Mook, and there's nobody else in the West that got assets that's going willing to move him. That's not still in the playoffs right now. Cleveland's not moving on. They're not gonna get Giannis.
Look, I'm just telling you what my sources said. So when y'all still go to the East team, don't think I'm a psychic. I just tell you my
he probably
sources.
want to stay close to home, but he ain't got control over it now. He gonna get traded. I mean, if they want, I know they want to try to have a good relationship and work together, the organization and him, if he does move on from Milwaukee. But there's no place in the East for him to go. All the teams with assets are in the West that can possibly contend. That's strictly facts.
He already gave Milwaukee a ring. Send that man out west.
Nobody.
Send that man out west.
There's no option. There's nowhere. There's no way.
In the West?
No, in the East. There's no way in the East he's getting. There's no way there's no assets for Milwaukee to get. There's no way.
How do y'all know he's not cooking up something with another?
How he gonna cook up something? He gotta get.
Okay, so tell me this. Tell me this, Mook. Since this is how you feel, this is your source. Who would you pair him up with? Like in this source crystal ball, who in the East are you pairing him up with?
Look,
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I've heard talks like Toronto. I've heard that.
With who though? How they gonna get him? Who they gonna get for Giannis? Who they gonna get for Giannis?
That would be horrible.
They gonna have to be all draft picks.
Here's my thing, bro. My sources just told me, bro. I don't know exactly who he's gonna go to. My sources told me though he want to stay out East though. That's what my sources told me. Now look, y'all take that out. If I don't give out my sources, that would be my sources if I gave them out. You know what I'm saying? That's one great thing about journalism stuff. You don't give out your sources, man. That's one thing you don't do. Just know my sources
if you go to
told
Toronto,
me.
man.
My sources told me you don't want to go out. He don't want to go out west. He want to stay east. So when he ends up staying
Bro.
east, don't look at me like I got the crystal ball. Just know my sources. They are who they are. They told me this, and that's what I'm sticking on. I'm
Mook,
taking
he
it
go
to
to
the
Okay.
the Raptors. He
Look,
gonna be
look,
asking for the
y'all let us
whole
know in the
thing.
comments what y'all thinking.
He gonna be
In the
bro.
comments, let us know. Do y'all see Giannis going in the
Dog,
staying in
that
the
is
East or is he
insane.
moving out west?
He going to
Y'all
Toronto.
put
They gonna
together
give
a
up the
pack.
entire team. They gonna give up the entire roster,
Literally.
bro. There's nobody to
Literally.
get. How tell if you
And
he
they're
want
gonna
to
have
go.
a good
If
team.
you see him go to Toronto, give us a picture. How they gonna package that up? How they gonna package that up? I want to know. Enlighten me, please.
Give everybody up and keep Matt Bourne.
Man, that's broken, man. That's not a contender though. He want to contend. That's the reason why he leaving Milwaukee. You know that, right?
Because for all that,
Look,
just stay in Milwaukee.
He going to
Win
a
the
small. He going
championship.
back to a small market. He got. That's not a contender. The reason why he leaving is because they're not contending. That's the only reason he will leave Milwaukee.
Look,
He don't care where he goes. He needs to go to contend. That's where he wants to go. That's where he wants to go. Otherwise, he wouldn't have moved.
I'm not saying he's going to Toronto. My sources just said he wants to stay in the East.
If he want but if he want to go to the East, where he gonna go? Where they gonna contend? That they not gonna give up some that they already know that they got. All the teams are in the East right now. The only thing I'm thinking of is Detroit. That's it.
Get him, Junior.
Detroit.
Get him.
Just because they got eliminated and they didn't get it done. But they played the Knicks.
Look. I gotta ask my sources where he gonna go, but that's what they gave me. Bro.
Ask your source if he think he going to the East, where he think he gonna go. Ask him that next time. So you could come on here and tell us. Let us know.
Okay, yeah.
Or let us know on Saturday. Let us know on Saturday.
So I'll be Captain Crunch, Captain Planet, Captain America.
Oh my
just
God.
Cap everywhere.
That's crazy.
I'm not believing none of that.
Dog, that's insane.
To find out about these stories.
You got drug tests, man. What's going on, bro? What's going on?
All right, so let's switch it up real quick. Let's switch it up. All right, y'all know how we like to end real quick. Okay, so would you rather have $1 million, like someone just drops $1 million in your bank account, or you have a chance to win $100 million, but you get 10 chances to score 1 point on Dennis Rodman in his prime?
$1 million, easily.
$1 million?
Yeah.
Mook, are you taking your chances? $100 million, and you're on offense. Dennis Rodman, you don't have to worry about playing no defense. You just get the ball. You just need one bucket.
He's going
1 point. What's up, bro?
He can go.
Say it again.
He has he go.
Bro, what's up? He gonna lock you. He's trying to lock you up. What's up?
All you gonna do is pull up. You ain't gonna body him or nothing. You gotta have to pull up. That's all you can do.
No, I'm saying, is he gonna be able to goaltend and knock the ball?
No goaltending. Okay. He has to play regular.
You just gotta shoot Mook. Yeah, Mook. You just gonna shoot it.
Regular defense.
That's all you got. That's all you can do. Yeah, I'm taking my $1 million easily.
You get 10 tries.
Hell, that's $100 million in a bank. Can't no man stop me. 10 I bet you I score one.
Oh man, I'm happy to take my $1 million.
On Dennis Rodman?
That's life changing money, and you could turn that into $20 million. I don't care if
it was Ben Water. I don't care. I'm getting $100 million.
Bro.
I don't know, man. You might get nervous, man.
I ain't getting
talking on the court a lot. I don't know, Dennis Rodman. Prime Dennis Rodman, though.
Prime Dennis Rodman was crazy.
Yeah, he be so crazy, man. And
be stronger than him.
You gonna be playing street ball too. Yeah, he gonna run you over. He gonna run you over.
What's your answer?
The only thing he can do is shoot. All he can do is shoot. That's the only thing you can do against Dennis Rodman. That's the only thing you're gonna be able to do against him.
That's all I need.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm jiggers, man. I don't know. I'm not doing it. I'm happily taking my $1 million. Happy.
Nah, I'm taking $100 million. If I can't
no, you're not taking it. You getting a chance to take $100 million. You getting a chance.
If I can't throw in 10 tries, I don't deserve it anyway. I don't deserve it.
Well, you won't be getting it, so you don't even have to say that. You won't be if you don't get in the 10 tries, you just don't get it.
Look,
Bruh.
if I don't score that 100 million, I slept my damn self.
Bro, take the money, bro.
What you
I'm
gonna
taking
do?
the
Let's take the 1 mil.
I'm being smart with it.
Take the 1
I'm taking
mil.
my money. Ain't no
I'm
need for
taking 1 mil.
confrontation, bro. Just get your money. Get
Y'all
your
ain't
1
got no
mil.
confidence in
Dennis
yourself.
Never seen it
Rodman.
in your life. Go get it.
Y'all ain't got no confidence.
Dennis Rodman was an issue.
It had nothing to do with confidence. Just had to do. I'm gonna get the money now. I'm gonna get the money. I'll earn the rest. Shoot.
Like, I'm trying to think. Like, what are you gonna do, bro? He's faster than you. He's faster than you.
It don't matter.
He has long arms.
Taller,
He can
stronger,
jump.
faster.
Let me ask you this: how many people is
Instincts through the
faster
roof.
than Jalen Brunson?
You said then who?
How many people is faster than Jalen Brunson?
Me.
How many people is longer, bigger, stronger than Jalen Brunson? Yeah, he still gonna put up 30, 40 points.
Yeah, but he's an NBA player.
I was gonna
I guess
say,
Project Rodman though.
Brunson
I don't know.
literally practices every day of his life to prepare him for what he is doing right now.
Yeah, you ain't be doing it.
Like,
You be doing it like once, twice a week.
Yeah, there's only 400 NBA players.
He be pulling up 1,000 shots.
Everybody who tried to go to the NBA and didn't make it, he's one of the 400 that did. So we can't just really compare ourselves to Jalen Brunson, who's just elite at what he does.
Y'all say y'all still short. I'll score 1 point. I don't care who it is.
You know what we're gonna do? One day we're gonna go to the court and we're gonna give you 10 chances to score. I don't even know what defender. It's not even gonna be an NBA defender. I'm just gonna pick somebody. You're gonna have 10 chances to score on said person.
How much money you put down there? Make it real. You gotta put some money down on there too.
If I'm putting money on it, I'm locking you up myself.
Hey, you ready?
Yeah, let me. Hey, put me in there. I do both of y'all dirty, man. Come on, bro.
Ooh, cat.
What? How?
I'm telling you right now.
We can do 50.
Ain't now one of you stopping me from scoring 90 or 10 tries. Now,
hey, I got a 50 on me right now. Saturday. I got you.
I don't care if you literally grab
All right, Mook, you down? We gonna record it. We gonna record it. Were you down for Saturday?
King of the court, or just strictly ones. King of the court, strictly ones. It's up to y'all, man.
I don't know. Yeah, strictly ones.
Okay.
Yeah. No momentum.
Three dribbles, or unlimited dribbles. What we doing?
Oh, we doing back to the school days. Unlimited dribbles.
Oh yeah, y'all could. I get unlimited dribbles, man. Come on, man.
I ain't in the shape to do that right now. I'm still nursing a foot injury.
So I mean, we can do 3 dribbles. 3 dribbles is okay with me.
Now y'all
that would be at 3 dribbles. I do 3 dribbles.
I ain't got no level of quickness right now. This foot. Y'all see me, sir. I can barely even shoot.
Mook. Yeah. I mean, I was on the hiatus, but I had 10 points in one game. Yeah.
You said what now?
But you showed up late too, though. You didn't get no warm up or nothing like that, so.
But no, I ain't never shot no wide open air ball though. What I do, I told my team, I told y'all, I said, look, hey, I'm through shooting, bro. It's over with. I ain't got no lift. I said, man, I got to get better. That's why I didn't play that last game.
Yo, listen, bro. I didn't want to play the last game either. When you have someone on your team that likes to shoot bad shots and then not play defense, like not even come back on the other side of the court, that makes you want to be like, don't worry about it, bro. Don't worry, we don't have
bro,
to
y'all got to help out, though, a little bit, man. I had 10 points by myself.
No. Oh, no. That wasn't with me.
Yeah, it was. That was the last game. No. It was.
Oh, no. I quit that game. I was done. I was done.
Yeah, I know.
Once homie got the rebound, went down court by himself, and I yelled out, "It's only you and God." And he missed the layup, and then tried to get the rebound and missed again, and then just turned around and said, and then everybody else came down court and his man scored. I said, "Hey, don't worry about it. We're good. we're good."
Oh
And it
my
only got
gosh,
worse
bro.
from there. It
Yeah.
only got worse from there. He did a fadeaway on 3 people, airballed it out of bounds, and then threw his hands up. Bro, don't worry about it.
Hey,
Look, I
and
don't
that's
know
the
what
only
we
other
did to
time
you,
y'all get
but
the bonus
it's
footage.
your game.
Nah, y'all talking about that
That's
one
the only
kid thought that
other
was my
time you get
cousin.
the
I was like,
bonus
nah, that
footage
ain't my cousin,
about us
bro.
coming for.
That is not
Yeah.
my cousin. That kid was not my cousin, bro. No relation. No relation whatsoever.
All right.
Man.
So look, last thing. I just want you all's takes. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna do start, bench, cut. You ready?
All right.
Let's get it.
Let's do it.
All right. Joker, Embiid, and Giannis.
Easy. Start Joker, bench Giannis, cut Embiid, bro. Embiid, nah, yeah, we cut Embiid.
A healthy Embiid. Everybody's healthy.
Still, I don't care.
Sheesh. What's up,
I don't
Mook? You
care.
feel the same?
I'm the same way. You got 2
Joker's the best
champions.
on the planet, bro.
Hey, you got 2 champions and a wannabe.
I'm
Hey,
going. I'm going the
that's facts,
opposite.
though.
I'm starting Giannis. I'm benching Joker, and then
Okay.
B. You don't even have to show it, bro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
We're gonna ship you out. All right, yo,
See, my
Julian,
thing
bro.
is,
We appreciate you
yeah.
pulling up. What's up, bro?
No. You got it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got it. You got it. Yeah.
Okay,
We
okay.
good.
We
We
appreciate you
good.
pulling up, man.
Yo, of
Y'all
course,
gotta
man.
go check this dude out. He is super dope with
Appreciate it.
music. Hey, Julian, go plug yourself. What's your plug?
I mean, you got my name. I'll be doing sports content on TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. SPS Clips. Check me out if you want to. I make music on the side. Just I got a nice little singing voice. No, I rap a little bit, but I ain't really got it like that. So, but yeah, I'm just doing my own thing, enjoying the summer after first year of college. See where it takes me, man. So yeah, I'm still hooping too. I'm still giving these old heads buckets right here. So. We hey, they gonna see on Saturday, man. We gonna record it for y'all too. So just
We
wait,
gonna run
man.
that for sure.
Yeah, we gonna run it.
We gonna run that. Mook, bro. Appreciate you pulling up as always. It's Nothing Nice, your boy JB. Don't forget, hit us up on YouTube, IG, TikTok, all that. 365 Nothing Nice. That's 365 NOTHIN NICE. Nothing Nice. Yo, we out. We'll be back to talk about the rest of the playoffs.
Yes,
Peace.
sir.
Down with Indiana. We out.
Shout out to that boy
Knicks and
Julian.
6, bro. Knicks and 6, man. Appreciate y'all.
Knicks and 6. All right, we out.